Well, hello. Part of my Coding for Everyone assignment within EDT 661 offered through Marian University was to remix one of my classmates' Google CS First projects that they had created within Scratch. I chose to remix Jeffrey Klein's Gone with the Wind project, and in his original video, he had this cartoon soldier facing this direction towards Scarlet here. This is apparently red. And it was a very small soldier with a white background, and it would slowly walk across the screen, play some music, and quote the famous line from Gone with the Wind. Now, if I'm being totally honest, that was one of the two things that I remembered from that movie. The other was Atlanta Burning, which I also incorporated into my project. I made red a little larger, removed the background, and as you'll see in just a minute, I set Atlanta on fire. I'm just going to go ahead and stop that there. So let's take a look inside and see how I did all of this. As I said, first of all, the cartoon sprite that he had uploaded had a white background around it. And I discovered that if you use this red slash along with the fill-in paint tool, you could actually remove that white background. It made the background transparent. So I was able to go in, and there's another piece of the hat there that was not completely clear. So I can remove that. I also resized him a little bit. And to make him move, I actually left most of Jeffrey's code alone. I did want him to start over here on the left-hand side and kind of walk up the path, so I put in the go to x, -176, -58, to place him right around that point. As I said, I left in the motion control, and I certainly left in the music. I thought this was incredible that Jeffrey was able to create that soundtrack using a keyboard within Scratch and play specific notes. I thought that was great. And of course, I left the famous quote alone. I added the event block of message 1 here because that's actually what's going to call these fire sprites. Now, I just downloaded these. They were public domain images that were out there on the web, and uploaded them into the remix. And there are 3, and I'll show you why. The first one is one of the ones in the window here, and when that green flag is clicked, it's going to hide the sprite so it doesn't show up until after Rhett says his quote, and it's going to resize to about 75%. It was a little bit big when I initially uploaded it. And then when it receives that message 1 from the cartoon sprite down here, it's actually going to reappear after 1.2 seconds in the window. And now I copied this code into the other fire sprites, and I'll show you why I did that. So we got that starting code here, but now when it receives message 1, it's going to play a sound that I downloaded from freesound.org under a Creative Commons license. And if you look at my description, you'll actually see the attribution for it. And then it's going to show that little fireball. And finally, the growing fireball has that same starting scenario, but when it receives message 1, it's going to wait that 1.2 seconds and then show up, and then it's going to change its size by 20, repeating itself 20 times, and that's what creates that conflagration and sets all of Atlanta on fire. I hope you enjoyed my remix, and hopefully it's encouraged you to explore Google CS First and Scratch a little more. Thanks for watching.